Ah, fear. The big, scary shadow that follows actors into the audition rooms, agent interviews, and on stages and sets every day. But most importantly, fear chases many artists internally in their day to day self talk, even when there's no real threats present. So let's jump into the scary world of fear in your career. Fear. It has been suggested that fear, F-E-A-R, is an acronym for false evidence appearing real. So what does this mean? One way to look at it is that we sometimes build up all this fake evidence to stay scared, to stay small, to stay in your comfort zone. Fear feels very real, but sometimes just being aware of what scares you can help you move beyond the fear and into action. It's a really important topic. Fear exists for a reason. It's there to protect you, and humans are supposed to feel fear when there's actual true danger present. So the body and mind teaches you to not go in that scary dark alley alone. And your instincts and your reflexes make you slam on the brakes when a car cuts in front of you. And in the old days, when would fear happen? We would naturally have the instinct to run away from a hungry predator that wanted to eat you. However, our average surroundings in our daily lives have evolved faster than our brains and our bodies. So as humans, we often feel that relatively insignificant details are so important, like they're a matter of life and death, even when they're not. And fear exists to protect us, but what's interesting is that our minds and bodies often don't know the difference between a real threat to our safety versus a perceived threat that really isn't all that important at the end of the day. So when you're an actor and have a meeting with a potential agent that you want to sign with, or if something truly dangerous happens, the nervous stomach, the anxious feelings, and the heart beating, all of that might feel quite similar in your body, meaning that the body doesn't know the difference between a real threat and a perceived one. So human nature has built F-E-A-R, fear, into our day-to-day thoughts and activities that actually hold us back from achieving our best. And we buy it as truth. And very often, an actor will subconsciously choose to not move forward in their career because of the fear of taking the necessary actions. So fear sneaks in many forms. We know of fear of failure, fear of success, fear of rejection, nervousness at an audition or interview, stage fright, fear of hearing the word no, being worried about not doing something correctly, being nervous about calls, emails, pitching, fear of playing full out and still not succeeding, fear of just not being good enough, and so on. It goes on and on and on. So certain actors, when I bring this up, have a reflex response to the idea of fear holding them back with, oh, that's not me, and I'm not afraid. But keep in mind that sometimes fear is sneaky. It can sometimes be in disguise. So fear can also show up in a sneaky way by pretending to be something else. So there are many fear-based thoughts that actors often say to themselves to self-protect, like, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, there aren't a lot of roles for my type, I don't want to bother them, I don't want to brag, that's a biggie. But all of these things have a place. They're there, they're trying to protect you, but what they're doing is actually hurting you. So is there a place for fear in an acting career? Sure, absolutely. When you are asked to perform a dangerous stunt on set that you don't feel comfortable with, that's when you should listen to this fear. When a shady director or producer makes an unethical proposition, go in the other direction. When you're asked to sign contracts that don't seem in your best interest, yes, pay attention to your fear. Follow your instincts and protect yourself, by all means. But what we're really talking about here is when you are just nervous before an audition, or when you feel stage fright. In these circumstances, tell yourself that you're excited, that you're not scared, you're excited. You're not nervous, you're excited. If you hear yourself thinking limited thoughts, then stop. Take a deep breath and change the wording to be something that supports you. So for instance, if your fear is telling you stories that aren't true, like, oh, I just want to act and I shouldn't have to promote myself, right? Or I shouldn't have to do social media. Screw them, right? All these things. Try to restructure that to something that can help you. Try to restructure those thoughts to say, self-promotion is the way to get my work seen by the people that I want to work with. Isn't that great? So feeling fear is normal, and you can make the active choice to move beyond the fear. If the fear does not serve you, make the decision to feel the fear, acknowledge it, see it for what it really is. But if there's no actual danger, choose to move forward anyways. I love helping actors transform their careers. So contact us to learn how we can help you. And don't let fear hold you back from getting help. I want to hear from you. Share a fear below that you feel has kind of held you back in the past. Or tell me in the comments below when you felt nervous or scared in your acting career and pushed through the fear anyways. We want to definitely celebrate when we move beyond the fear. Thank you so much, and break legs.